Welcome to the NotComplex podcast. I'm your host, Christian, also known as KingLilo or Dat Boy, and co-host here on the left is Chris, also known as Blake and or Blakely. Just where we're both just trying to figure out our actual names. we're going through an identity crisis right now in the streaming world. Today, topics most likely going to be talking about solo queue experience and duo queue experience and all the games that we play, what we're playing right now, and how our streams are going and how streaming is going as a whole. So, Blake, you want to kind of introduce, just say what's up?
Well, hello there. And as he said, we're having fat identity crisis right now. I've changed my display name probably 3 or 4 times in the past 3 or 4 weeks. Um, I don't really like. I want to change it, but I don't know what to change it to.
Definitely.
Like, it's been Crblakely my entire gaming career, like since I was like 9. So I'm like, on one hand, I want to change it, but like nothing sounds right to me. Every time I bring up something that
That's
like doesn't have
dude,
Blake or Blakely in it, I'm like just like,
it just don't feel
no,
right.
it doesn't feel right. Nothing feels right.
That's exactly how I feel because my first name was Lilo Dude 22, or pronounced Lilo Dude 22, Lilodud 22. But then I changed it because I didn't want any numbers in it, but I didn't want to do Lilo Dude because dude just seems so cringe to me. You know,
Yeah.
like just the word dude. Because I mean, I say dude like dude, come on, but as a
Right.
name, that just sounds so weird. So I can see why. Because that's why I changed it to KingLilo. Because well, it was KingLilo, but then KingLilo just because everyone says Lilo, which I want to try to change my name to just go by Lilo, but then people are just like, oh, that's a girl's name, and then the people are gonna think I stole it, which in a sense, like I guess you could say I did, but no, that's just how people just call me Lilo now, so it just seems so much smoother, you know. I don't think I could really brand that boy.
I
Like,
mean, I don't know. It was a good name. I mean, both names are good names, but they're also the only names I've ever known you by on
yeah, because
like
they've been my
game
names for
language.
so long. Like, King Lilo probably started like at least 6, 7 years ago. So, I don't think I can try to get away from that. Dat Boy is pretty recent, at least 4 years. Right? Yeah, 4 years. Because Dat Boy came out when we were in our senior year. Oh, God. Almost
Yeah,
five
when I
years.
actually started playing video games again
Yeah. when you
from my
actually
hiatus.
when you actually started playing games again, you know. But going into games, perfect segue to whatever we're playing right now and ranking in whatever games. So like Blakely, you're playing Apex and you just hit Diamond 4 in Apex. How you feeling?
Yes. Pretty good considering I've spent let's see, the first two ranked seasons I finished those in gold, and then seasons 3 through 6 I was or 3 through 5 highest I would get would be like plat 3. And then no, that's a lie. Season 6 I hit plat 2. And then season 7, this current season that's going on, I managed to hit diamond, and
That's amazing. And
I
you got your heirloom.
I got my heirloom,
That was.
but I spent a lot of money to get it, so we're not talking about that.
Oh, no, we don't talk about the money. We just talk about the heirloom. and
Yeah, and
and unbeknownst to
honest,
you, you're a filthy Ray TTV now.
Well, that's the shitty thing about it is because like Wraith is one of the characters that's easiest to like carry a squad in, and the only reason I put TTV in my name was because to try to get more followers, and it ended up having a secondary effect where people just like will actually listen to me in a game now instead of just ignoring everything I say.
That's good technically, except for the experience you just had, literally
Except for the
before.
game I just had like 20 minutes ago before we started recording. That was so stupid. The funny thing was is like this guy wasn't even like they weren't that bad, right? They just
hmm
honestly they just got caught in a bad
It's
position.
just
And
one bad choice, yeah.
if I had been with my team, maybe we would have won the fight, maybe we wouldn't have. I was taking what I knew to be like I was like I can get out of this. And I said, "Hey guys, let's leave. We don't need to take this fight." And I booked it. They stayed there. They died. I got flamed for it, but the guy stayed there after his banner expired and just kept complaining to me. And then finally, I was like, I didn't say anything for a bit. And then I was finally like, bro, why are you still talking to me? If you're that mad, leave, go get into another game. And he all of a sudden just stopped talking and he started using the type chat. And I was like, bro, what the heck? I ended up dying. I got like fourth place. I lost 8 RP, so
Oh,
not a
see,
huge
that
loss.
hurts so much. You're like, I got fourth place, lost 8 RP. That's that sounds like the struggle, bro. Like,
Yeah. And
what?
then the guy was like my other teammate, he was trying to help me out a little bit. The guy kept complaining and complaining. The other dude was like, "Oh, well, dude, he's diamond." And the other guy's like, "I don't care. Diamond ain't shit. You ain't shit unless you get predator." And I'm sitting here thinking like, I don't know. It's pretty hard to get to diamond if you're solo queuing. Like literally, not everyone can do
Yeah,
it.
like
Is it
I'm.
possible? Yes, but unless like this is like you have to play the game a lot. You really do.
Yeah, and you play it like it's almost like a second job sometimes. Like, kind of like how I play Rocket League a lot. At least
Yeah,
I feel like I've winded down on playing Rocket League a lot
you
because
have. You have.
I feel like I've hit a ceiling as of right now.
That's unfortunate.
Dude, the ceiling hurts when you hit it. But the thing is like the ceiling is ever growing too because and for me, you're solo queuing through Apex and Rocket League. Just and every time you play, you're getting better. You're moving up. And I've been playing Rocket League now for since I think I have since for 4 years about
Yeah.
maybe more, and I've reached the highest rank I possibly could, and I don't know if I can go any higher, but I can see my skill forever like changing. Like it's getting so
I
much better, but everyone else
feel
is too.
I feel like you can get higher, and I feel like you could get better if you spent a little bit more time in free play, like
Just practicing.
everyone says to.
I know, but I hate sitting there by myself. That's why I like playing with other people, like duo queuing or like just queuing up with a party. Cause
Honestly, dude, I think private matches are like the
oh,
best thing.
private matches are godsend for everyone. Cause most of the time when we're playing private matches with John and Nixel and Moose and everyone else that we invite, we're all really just messing around. But at the same time, it gets a little sweaty, but it's only sweaty to the point where we're all trying to just do something cool, something crazy. And like we're just trying to like one up each other every time we play.
Yeah, I am always trying my absolute hardest to replay those private
But
matches.
that's what makes it better for you is because since
I
we're quote unquote leagues above you, you know,
Yeah.
like just if you can go toe to toe with us sometimes, that means that you should be able to just stomp whoever you're playing with in your solo queues. But
I feel like, so take how good I am this past month, right?
yeah.
And put that into my me like 2 months ago when I was playing. I feel
Oh.
like I could have gotten higher than I did after it went free to play, because this free to play shit fucked me up. It fucked the low ranks up, dude. I am dying because, like, on one hand, you face somebody who's in the same rank as you, and they can't hit an aerial to save their life. And I'm talking gold, right?
hmm
And then but then there's somebody on the enemy team who's gold 2, who's hitting every single aerial and shit. And it's like, I want to say it's a Smurf, but at the same time, it's like, I know not every single person I come across like that is a Smurf.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like,
Not everyone is a Smurf if they're just really good mechanically wise. You could be a god mechanically, but you could just be stuck. Literally just be stuck because you don't know how to rotate. It's just like Apex, you know. In Rocket League,
yeah,
you
but
gotta
like, what
rotate
rank is
well.
that?
And what do you mean?
At what rank does the rotations become the biggest thing?
Rotations become biggest after you get out of plat. In Diamond and Champ, that's when rotations really matter because that's where solid hits actually mean something, right? Because
Yeah,
more people have solid hits in between Diamond 1 and Champ, right? That's where that's where quote unquote the top of the worst people are. Right?
yeah,
Cuz I forgot the percentage of what people are in between those ranks, like the top, probably I would probably say top 20% of players are in between Diamond and Supersonic Legend right now, which is a significant group of people, right? But then
yeah,
you're still top 20%. You're better than 80% of the people who play that game. Because most
yeah,
people aren't like dedicated, and at least dedicated and ranking up like that.
yeah,
So like me, at the beginning of this year, I was hard stuck like Diamond 1 D2, you know. And now at the end of this year, I since since playing with Moose and Nixel and John, we're all so good together whenever we play. So it's significantly boosted me up. I almost hit Champ 2, which is like awesome. Like I love that. I almost hit it. And then with the new free to play update, it has gotten harder for us too because since they added I think it's 3 whole new ranks, right? Because they
yeah,
added Grand Champ 2, 3, and then Supersonic Legend. All those people have dropped, but they've also, since they're free to play and they smurf, or some people smurf, then it gets kind of iffy on if they're either just nuts, hard stuck, or whatnot. So we have no idea. But before it went free to play, that whole ranked season, I would be playing with John and Nixel since they were pushing really close to like Champ 2 and all those players. They were GCs and whatnot. There were like 10 games in a row where we're just versing GCs and we're stomping on these guys. And it's not even the fact of our skill, it's just the fact that they got up to that rank and they're just holding the rank. Doesn't mean that they're better than us, right?
yeah.
And it might have also been a fact that they were solo queuing, and you know, and us queuing as a party is a lot better because we have more communication. But in that sense, it's easier and it's harder for us to get up that high in ranks, at least in Rocket League. I mean, I know whenever we play Rumble, which we've been doing that a lot, you actually you, you actually hit champion Rumble, which is which is so funny. I'm
I'm a
just
solid. Just for everyone listening, I last season I hit plat right like the day before it ended.
the day before it ended, and
I
that's
hit
not
plat
in.
in twos,
Yeah,
but I did my placements and I got gold 3 div 4 on twos and threes.
which I think that's a very solid place for you right now.
Right now it is, yeah. I'm kind of chilling and I'm pretty happy with my progression considering like 2
Dude,
months ago I was
2 months.
bronze.
2 months of progression has gotten you essentially to plat. And what blows my mind is that you hated that game. And you said you would never play it. And then we convinced you to get it.
Dude, just thinking about it, if I had started playing it when you first told me about it, I'd probably be diamond. I would be diamond or champ right
You'd be
now.
just as good as me, I think. There's no way. There's no way you wouldn't be just as good as me.
I don't understand it cuz like it's so weird. It's such a weird game. It's so weird. It's like I don't even understand
It's its own
like
game.
I don't even understand the game. Like I understand the game, but I don't. Like I don't get it. I don't like I know this doesn't make any sense literally to anyone. I just sound like I'm insane. But it's like I'm playing the game and it's such a weird concept and I don't even know why I'm getting better at it cuz like it doesn't like when I watch people play this game, it doesn't compute. It doesn't like register with me like how the fuck they're doing any of this.
Like what they're
But
doing?
I mean
Yeah.
yeah, but at the same time I guess if you like someone who's never played Apex or has like played it but like they're like if they're so bad they're stuck in bronze and they're watching like a predator play, they probably don't understand what the
Yeah, like
predator's
what's
doing
going
at all.
on? Cause,
I
'cause
I just recently got to the point where I can now like understand why they're doing what they're doing and the movement that they're doing. I can't do all the movement they can,
yeah,
but
that's why that one guy you were telling me about who plays Apex, the one who recently like blew up because he started um commentating on what he's doing.
yeah,
Who was that?
Noco Puffs.
Yeah, like, cause I literally watched like my first quote unquote real Apex stream the other day when you told me to watch Rogue and
Yeah,
what's the other guy's name? Uh,
Sweet.
yeah, and Sweet. Like when that those were my two real Apex games, and even watching them, they didn't win every single game, right?
That's the
But
thing I love about Apex is because when you watch like cuz like you can watch these people are the top players. They are the pro players. They play in the tournaments, they play in actual competitive,
yeah,
not ranked. And there are times where they still get stomped on by people who are only diamond 3s and diamond 2s, which I'm close to. Well, I mean, the split starts on Tuesday, so it's going to get set back again. But
hmm
like it's like reassuring to see that because like and like it's part of the thing I like about the game is cuz it's a battle royale and it's like you make one wrong decision. It doesn't matter how good you are, you're done for.
that's
One
true.
wrong decision.
Yeah, which that's why I like Rocket League too, cause one
Because you
bad
can
hit,
mess up.
yeah, one bad hit can throw the whole game.
Yeah.
Literally, you miss one shot, and you need that to tie. Even if there's 2 minutes left, and they hold it down for that 2 minutes,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
you lose.
I've had games like that.
There's no going back, which
But at the
is
same time, there's a level of forgiveness.
Yeah.
Depending on what rank you are, I guess. I mean, in my ranks,
Sometimes there's a
there's a lot
level
of forgiveness.
there.
I've been down like it was like my team had 0 points, the other team had 5. We came back and won it 6-5.
Oh yeah, that's just like complacency though, because they're probably like, oh yeah, we're up, and then they're like, oh yeah, they got 1 point. Ah, the two, we're up 3. Oh dang. Oh snap! Like it's 4-5. Oh no, it's tie. And then they get nervous. That's when the sweatiness starts coming in, right? Because then you guys are already in the mindset like, oh yeah, we're stopping these kids. Like they just conceded 5 goals. This is us. This is
Yep.
this is it.
Yep.
Like we win. There's no way. That's what I
Yeah.
love about Rocket League because like the in Rocket League, since it's such there's no other game like it, really, at least mechanically wise. Because I've played FIFA for a little bit, probably like at most like an hour. There's That's probably the closest game to Rocket League, like at least a big name game closest to Rocket League, just because it's soccer, right?
Yeah.
But no other game moves like Rocket League.
No.
So the skill gap between a new player and someone who's played it more than 2 hours is crazy. Because it's like,
It's a little ridiculous.
and that's why I love playing it, because it's so hard. It's probably the most challenging game I've ever played. In all
It's
honesty.
it's a lot of fun and very challenging, and it was pretty discouraging at the beginning, like the first time I played private matches with
Oh, with us.
you and John and Nixel and Moose.
Oh yeah, because
And then I was like, because like, so like, all right, a few months ago, it was like right when I bought Rocket League that this happened. I like sat down, had a conversation with myself in my head. I was like, look,
oh god.
you've been playing Apex for like since release, almost since day one. And this is like the only game you play now, and you're like your KD is higher than average, and but you're still stuck at plat 4. Like, what's really keeping me from getting any higher? And I was like,
And that was Eric getting banned.
he stopped playing with me long before that happened.
That's just unfortunate that he couldn't get his account back.
That was highly unfortunate. Also, he just like he didn't care like I did.
Yeah.
Right?
But
And
it's
I sat down and I was like, I'm not fully understanding this game. So
Mhm.
I cut back on my playtime a little bit, and I started watching streamers a lot.
Dude.
I was watching the Apex like pro players. I was watching Imperial Hal, Rogue, Sweet, Lou, Noco Puffs, A Prize,
Yeah.
Nice Wig, and I just was like, what am I doing wrong? And I just like I started to slowly I hit plat 3 one day and I was like, okay. And then next season 6 I hit plat 2 and I was like, okay, so this rank isn't out of my reach. Cuz like if in my head in Apex, if you can make it to a rank and then you can make it to the next tier in that rank, you can make it to the next rank.
Oh yeah.
If you can make it to plat and then you can hit plat 3, you can hit diamond. You can definitely do it.
That's exactly how it is in Rocket League too.
And that helped me. And I also like tried to stop getting like I know I still yell and I get mad when I play games, but I'm way better at calming myself down now. And I'm way better at just like whatever, one match, whatever, you lost RP, get it back.
That's exactly why I tell you every time, like you get fired up, like you get mad. And I'm just like, bro, just relax. You know, even though whenever I play Apex recently, it's just I get mad. I'm like, yeah, I'm not playing this.
Yeah.
It's just because
Yeah.
I'd rather not deal with that, right? I'd rather
All right.
not
All right.
deal
All
with
right.
it.
All right. All right. Solo queuing. Solo queuing.
Oh, I hate solo queuing.
All
I
right. Let's go. Let's talk about Rocket League first. Let's talk about Rocket League first.
okay. Rocket League solo queue is pretty good, in a sense of if you're playing with somebody and or if you're playing by yourself and the person that you're playing with that's on your team is of equal skill as you are, you're probably gonna have a good game, even if you lose, right? Because I don't care really about losing. Of course, it's better to win, but that's how I met. That's how I met Moose, right? And
Yeah.
now we play duos together all the time. But before it was like Eric was my duo queue, whatever. Like he stopped playing Rocket League. He doesn't care as much as us when it comes to ranking, right? But when I met Moose, there was that synergy, and that's exactly what I found. In that solo queue was the duo that I needed, right?
Yeah.
So in my mind, I was like, well, this is it. This is this is my guy. Like we literally played for that night. We played for like 4 hours, I think, and we played like 4 games after just partying up, and then we played for like 4 hours after that. And then since if I wasn't on, he was on, and he was playing, and he solo queued, and he found John, right? So that the whole solo queuing is it's fine. Like do whatever you need to do to rank up, but in a sense, having fun while ranking up is a lot more important to me than just ranking up. Because I bet if I hard stuck solo queued and just grinded as hard as I could, I'd probably make it. I could probably make it to Champ 3 if I tried, right? But, you know, we're in the age of getting clips and trying to get clips with your teammate and reactions. That's what I like. I like that quote unquote content of it. But your solo queue experience, you
So my experience with Rocket League. I'll go over this first. My experience with Rocket League is exactly as you say. It is not that bad. And I've gotten people on my friends list and I'll play with them sometimes. I mean, they don't like most people that we come across, right, don't
mhm.
play games like we do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like we are very late to this scene on both games that we are discussing right now.
Oh yeah. Hello late.
Uh Me, it's more so I did some other stuff with my life and kind of put video games on a hold to a degree. I've
Yeah.
had a lot more time to play games this year because of a certain thing, and that has been honestly, I'm going to call it a blessing because I enjoy video games a lot. No matter how much they piss me off, it's still fun. It is fun. And I'm not going to lie to you, I've had more fun playing Rocket League with you guys than I have playing Apex. But it is also, I will say this, it is more satisfying when I play like ranked with you guys and we just win matches or we just play pubs and we win matches.
You think so?
So yes, I really do. It's fun. It's not as much fun playing Rocket League with you guys. So I will say that.
Cause I,
But Apex is more satisfying to me.
cause like there was a time, and there still is the time in my mind, right, or in my gaming, where I don't mind playing the party matches and like the in-house 3v3s and whatnot, or the in-house 2v2s, right? But I I would honestly rather just rank.
Yeah, so I've actually gotten I've kind of gotten wind of that the past couple weeks because like as much as I love playing, it's a lot of fun playing with you guys. The reactions everyone has, messing around, trying to hit nasty shots
Yeah.
and stuff. And but what I've noticed is like, and I really do this with like Moose and John the most. Well, especially when they're on the opposite team, is like I know what boost they're gonna go for. I know how they're gonna try to hit a ball. I
Yeah.
know if they're gonna try to go for a double tap because I know them
Mhm.
now. So like I know what to do to block them, and that's why I think I played better in private matches
Than you do
than I
in
do in
normal.
ranked
Yeah.
because like I don't know what they're gonna do. I haven't been playing the game enough to read what somebody's gonna do.
Yeah, and that's why I find sometimes playing private matches is boring because it's like, oh, John's in the air. He's gonna touch it again. Oh, he scored. You know,
Yeah,
it gets boring. But then that's also where I see the good side effect, right? Is when we're actually playing ranked, because it's like, oh, I'm on his team. John's going in the air. I will wait. I'm gonna wait for his touch, or it's like I'm gonna go up because I already see that the other team's trying to go up too. So I'll go up and I'll block their hit after he hits it into them, something like that, you know. And that's where I find the benefit in playing those privates.
yeah, because and I've noticed that a lot. Like when we play Rumble, is because like I can hit a ball right, and you guys like just you guys like know like the balls I hit aren't gonna go in,
Yeah,
but you guys are there for it.
it's
I don't
because
even have
yeah,
to say anything, and that is fucking amazing because I am so much better at passing than I am shooting.
dude, the nasty like 4 games like when we met Josh.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
we were just nasty. You're just diming me up, bro, and I'm just I'm already in the air, and you're just like, here you go. And like, I literally feel so good when I play with you. Kind of like probably how you feel when we play pubs in Apex, you know?
yeah,
Cause we're just playing, and I'm just so much, not so much better. I don't like saying that, but I'm better than who we're going up against in Rocket League. So it's like, oh yeah, like just just killing these kids,
yeah,
and I love that. It's fun, and that's the only
yeah,
reason why I like playing with you. Not that, but it's because it teaches you how to hit passes, which is perfect. Because I think once you learn how to make a good pass to someone else, you can hit a good pass to yourself, right?
yeah. I've been hitting. Well, it's like I was telling you guys the other day. Like the past couple weeks, I don't know what the hell has been going on with me, but just like
You've
out of
Yeah,
nowhere, I started making shots,
and that's
and
just
I don't understand
consistency.
it.
At that point, it's just consistency, bro. Like
Yeah,
I think I hit my first actual like nutty double tap when I was playing with Moose when I first met him. Cause I've
I
hit double
haven't.
taps before, but they weren't like smooth double taps.
I've hit double taps off the ground.
Oh yeah, yeah, those are good too. But when you're in the air or off the ceiling or something and you hit that, your mind's gonna blow because you're gonna go for it and you're gonna miss. You're gonna be like, oh damn, I almost had it, right? But once you
Yeah,
actually hit it, that's when your whole life changes in this game because it's like you hit it one time, you're like, I can do it again. I know I can
yeah,
do it again,
yeah,
and that's why this game is so much more rewarding than any other game, I think. Because it's just like a physical sport. You do something, you get tired. You do something, you get tired. You do something, you succeed, right? And then you're like, oh, I can do more. I can do this better. Or I can, I can, I can dribble this ball so much smoother than I could before, right? It's. I think Rocket League is the closest to a physical sport in video games when it comes to practicing, right?
yeah.
Cause you could be good at FIFA, you can be good at Madden, but I don't think you get that same reward in those games as you do in Rocket League, since it's actually such a team oriented game. Unless you're playing
I
solos, but
I will say that like the shots that I have hit that really weren't that great. Like all the clips I shared that I know aren't that great, but like they're great to me.
that's good.
They were so satisfying, and it was like, fuck yes, I hit it. I
I feel that,
fucking hit it.
and I feel
Like
like
if I showed the clips of me hitting a ball, like when I would go up a wall and then just like tap the ball and it just flies across into the goal. To me, like 2 months ago, I would have been like, "That's not me.
and been
No
like,
fucking
and like,
way."
who mans is this?
Yeah. Anyway, so for my experience solo queuing in Apex, um,
It's been pretty good for you.
no, I wouldn't say that. It's pretty. It's hard. It's very hard,
Well,
and it is one of the worst experiences I've ever had in my life.
I think,
And I'm gonna keep doing it because until I find teammates. And I
yeah,
keep trying, every time I find teammates that I like have good games with, right?
you add them.
I'll invite them back to my party, and like the very next game we go into, like we'll die on drop, and then they take it as like, oh, I can't play with this guy, and then they leave. And that's
Yeah,
like that's the thing that bothers me a lot about the game is that people like it's like you got to give it more than that, right? You
yeah.
have to give it more of a chance.
That's
But
exactly like Rocket League too. Cause I've had
like
it where we queue up with someone and then we lose the next game and it's like, damn. Then they just leave. They're like, oh, you're trash. You know?
like you have bad games.
Yeah.
And you can't hit every shot. You're not gonna. But
You're not
yeah, it
Shroud.
was right.
You're not Shroud.
Uh, I I think the worst. What was it? I was stuck in Plat 2 for this season. I was stuck in Plat 2. No, was it? Yeah, Plat 2 for a week, and it was. I almost gave up again because I every rank season there's been a point where I hit it and I just give up. I'm like, this is I can't fucking do this. And I was like, just give it a little bit more of a shot. And then I hit Plat 1. I was like, okay. Plat 1 was arguably the hardest one, but I stayed in there the least amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
I had to do a lot of ratting. I had to do a lot of like yelling at my teammates. I had to because the thing that sucks about Plat is that like most of your teammates, regardless if you're Plat 3, 2, or 1 or 4, are going to be Plat 4s. 99% of your teammates are going to be Plat 4s. And not to shit on anyone that can actually get to Plat, or if, like, say, you just hit Plat for the first time, but
The skill is not the same.
I do not, like, think of anyone. I don't see a difference between gold 4s and Plat 4s. I don't. The only
Yeah.
difference I see is that you probably have better aim. Right? The only time I think of someone better than a Plat 4 is if they're Plat 2 or 1. Then you probably have some sort of skill. If not, you're probably you're one of the luckiest people in Apex.
Or you're just a
Like,
freaking rat.
or you literally just rat the entire time to gain 6 RP every match.
And that's why whenever we play, I know you get mad sometimes when we play, cause I'm like, let's go in, and I go in, and you're just like, and then I die. You know, cause I like that encounter. I like that. I like the gunfight. I like the gunplay. I think that's where it gets fun. I don't like the fact that sometimes
It's
you just have to wait. You know, just to get RP at least.
you have there are so up until I will say that I probably play those like early, like the ranks that you're in, I try to play too much. Like I'm trying to still get to diamond
Mhm.
because
You could probably drop a 4K if.
we could probably just run into every fight that we come across, and yeah, probably gonna lose. Like we're gonna lose matches. You're always gonna lose matches, but we'll probably at some point have like the nuttiest fucking game of our life.
Dude,
But then
yeah.
it'll be in gold. Like
But
it ain't
then,
an achievement.
but it's still cool, right?
It is an achievement, but it's not in a way.
But like,
Because I got my 3K damage badge with Wraith on my Smurf account in a gold lobby.
but that's where I see it benefiting for you, right? Because you already told me that you have a problem with, or your problem is you're not able to clutch, right? In clutch moments, or 1v3 clutch moments.
I've been getting better.
Yeah, but I think once you can actually clutch in gold, you should be able to clutch in plat, which is what you're in right now, almost, right? Because you're versing plats to
So yeah,
diamonds.
and when you're in Diamond 4, most of your teammates, like still 99% of your teammates are plats.
Yeah. So then,
Like if you watched all of my games in ranked right now after I got to Diamond, I've had one match where me and both teammates I had were Diamond. And it was earlier and we got third place because so we dropped in hydroponics and we were in the circle. And so I scanned the beacon. Next circle was on top of us, so we were like, "All right, we're just gonna hang out. There's no reason to push.
yeah,
We're in the
there's no
circle."
reason. Yeah.
Next circle, we were also in. We were like, "All right, well, teams are gonna have to come to us. Why push?" And that is where I know if I had plats on my team, that wouldn't have happened because they would have been like, "Dude, let's go get in a fight." Like you don't need to. If you Like, I understand about getting kill points. I get it. Like, you need to get them. But you can get all 5 kill points and when there's only 3 squads left. Like, it's
True.
you don't need to push. If you don't need to push, don't do it. Like, you just need to be patient. And I would say that was the biggest thing. That was rotations and patience was the thing that got me out of plat.
And I have no
Also,
patience. That's why
my
I
aim
never
has
get
got-
out.
My aim is a lot better now than it was like 6 months ago. But
Yeah,
that's because
I feel like my aim's gotten pretty good too. Like the last few games we've played, I've gotten at least 1,300 damage in every one of those games.
Yeah, like if you can deal damage and get a couple of kills, you're gonna climb to plat.
That's how it is in Rocket League. If you can at least hit the ball, you can make it to diamond. I did not even score it, just hit it.
Like that. I'm not shitting on people. I'm just saying that's the way it is.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to think. Season 6 rank distributions. 17% of players were in plat. I guarantee you, probably that was. I want to say 10, anywhere from 10 to 14% out of that 17% were plat 4.
Dude, like when
I never got out of plat 4.
so like going back to like when Apex first started, right?
Yeah.
Because me, you, and Eric would play mostly, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't play a lot, but you and him would play a lot more. You guys would just lose all the time.
Yeah.
Dude, I felt like whenever I came in, I felt like we always caught one dub.
That was usually what happened, yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, this game's so easy. So I was like, I didn't really care
Some people just
for
have
it.
that luck.
Yeah,
People just
it
have
was
bad
probably
luck.
just luck, honestly. But in my mind, I'm just like, oh man, I was the, I was the, I was the missing puzzle piece, man. Like you guys needed me. But then I didn't have that like dedication like you guys had to play it, so it just, it just wasn't there. Kind of like how Eric dropped Rocket League. He'd probably be better than me right now if he kept playing. Because when we
That's the
first
thing I
started
hate
playing,
about Eric
he was
is
better
that he
than
can
me.
just Eric can just pick up a game
Dude,
and be decent at it.
that's for a new podcast, and that's for when we get him on the podcast.
Yeah, he can just pick up a game and be decent at it. Like he's not like good
He's
right off the
decent.
bat. He's decent.
It's
Like
like, oh, okay, cool,
like we
damn.
start like we start like he was better than me at Apex
Mhm.
for a long time. Like probably the first 2 seasons he was better than me.
Yeah, and that's why he talked all that crap to you, because he knew he was better. Now he can't.
Yeah. No, now he can't. But that's just because like I've made this game
Yeah,
my life,
and
and with the philosophy I've had the past few months, it's like, well, if I can reach diamond, I can reach masters.
that's so good. I love that, because it's like,
I
if I can hit champ, I can hit
Yeah.
GC.
right, and but my thing is that like even the pro players. So the guy that the guy I was talking about that started commentating on everything he did,
Mhm.
NotComplex, he solo queued to masters
That's fucking
from bronze
crazy.
4,
That's crazy.
and he said that it was the hardest thing he's ever done in his life. And he's a pro player.
Yeah, dude.
And that like slightly discourages me, but at the same time it's like, but what if I do it? Right?
Yeah.
But that's like also like why I have spent a lot of time in the firing range. I've spent a lot of time watching streamers. I've spent a lot of time practicing my aim. And I already know how you feel about aim trainers. I know.
That's what we were gonna talk about. Aim trainers.
Yeah.
I believe.
I think hold on before you
Okay.
say
Okay.
anything.
Yeah.
I think there are people that can that naturally have a higher aim skill and don't need aim trainers to be better than most people,
Yeah.
right? And then I think there are people like me where like
It can help and benefit.
it helps and benefits. And it's not necessarily, and like I know like with you Rocket League, right? You don't like sitting in the free play. You like learning how to play the game and learning how to do stuff from actually playing the game.
Cause that gives me a sense of consequence whenever I do something, right?
Right.
And cause Moose and John they're in free play a lot, right? And they also play a lot. And yeah, you can learn it mechanically in a game, just like aim training. You can learn it how to do it in aim training. But I think what really comes down to it is going into the game itself, because aim training can get static in the sense of you're just repeating this over and over, kind of like the Karate Kid. It's like you do this and it correlates to this, right? And I get that, but
Right. It's different when it's one thing doing it in the aim trainer. It's a different thing doing it in a game,
yeah, and that's why.
which I get. But at the same time, I can't. I'm not contributing everything that's happened. How much better I've gotten at Apex in the past few months to aim trainers.
Mhm.
I will say that it has helped
It has helped
me.
though.
It has definitely helped. It has definitely helped.
Yeah.
And like honestly, I just started doing stuff that like a lot of pro players do, and not every pro player uses aim trainers.
Yeah,
'Cause they
emulating
don't need to.
emulating pros is good though,
But
because
like some of them do it because they just like they do it as a warm up, or they do it as like they just want to like be sure they're on top of their game that day,
yeah.
or like because they already know they're good.
hmm
Is there room for improvement? Probably, yeah.
There's
There
always
is
room
with
for
everyone,
improvement. Yeah.
and that's the thing I like about the aim trainers is because they tell me what I'm bad at, right?
hmm
And especially with aim labs and Kovacs, is like I know that I'm improving because it gives you a score and accuracy numbers and all that. Like I didn't tell you about it. I hit 75,000 on grid shot today.
Dang, that's pretty good.
I had a 265 kill time.
That's pretty good. That's really good.
Uh, but I wanted like and like I already know that because I know that like people just like there are people that are gonna be that don't want to do it, and like I get it. Like
Yeah,
for video
because
games, this is for video games. It's fun to people, right?
hmm
They want to do other stuff, and to me, like I'm not saying I don't like. I don't really see myself ever being a pro player at anything, right?
never. I
But
could never.
but I want to put the work in to get better because I was always shit at video games. Like in Call of Duty, I was always that kid. I was always the guy that went like 7-20 in a lobby, and every now and then I would have a game where I went positive for my KD.
Yeah.
And now when I play Call of Duty, I always have a positive KD,
Which is so good.
which is like I know that's not an achievement to a lot of people, especially people that have been playing Call of Duty their whole lives. But to me, that was a big like. That I think was when I realized like my aim was actually getting better, because in Call of Duty, aim matters a lot. Because like
I don't know. I don't
I don't want
think
to say
aim
I don't want to
matters
say
a
it
lot.
matters more. I don't want to say it matters more than Apex, but like in Apex, if you're really good with movement, rotations, not rotations, placement, like where you are in a fight,
hmm
you can beat people that are way better than you with their aim.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like if you just outplay them.
And
And
that's
so
why
I
I
think
hate core and Call of Duty. But that's for a different fucking podcast. Oh, we could talk
yeah,
about that next podcast. Talk about core versus hardcore.
yeah.
Oh man, that could go on because we've been in this podcast for almost an hour.
Holy shit.
So
Didn't
I
even
think
realize.
I think that's a good place to end it because
Yeah.
this has gone on way too long. Um, I just
Yeah.
now looked at the timer and I was like, oh my gosh.
I looked at the time and I was like, wait, when did we start?
Dude, I just
I've
now
been
looked
staring
at
at my
it.
desktop for a while.
Yeah, I'm like, but that's how you know that was a good topic, right? But
Yeah.
I will end it here. We will end this podcast here. This has gone on for too long, just listening to us ramble. So we would like to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do anything. Maybe even comment what we should do better. Because as of right now, I have a camera, but didn't want to be the only one with a camera. Next podcast,
Camera coming soon.
cameras coming soon to the podcast. You know, we we do plan on doing more of these. We've been slacking a little bit lately, but
Yep.
we plan on posting more podcasts and more gaming content, which we have no gaming content out at all.
Yeah, I keep bringing it up and we keep not doing anything about it.
Yeah. I don't know how to start that. How do you just start it? Okay. Well, that's it. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Links in
Follow us on
the.
Twitch.
Follow us on Twitch. Links in description. Bye.